guess you could say I'm the luckiest kid in the world. I've got a mom, I've got a dad, a sister, 2 brothers, and a little dog named Freckles. I've got a broken back, a broken leg, a wrecked car, and the best memories in the world. What's better than that?
My name's Devin Graham, and I'm a filmmaker.
I wanna break the rules with you.
Growing up, my parents, they had a camera and I would take it out, and my dad was generous enough to let me kind of explore different things. So I'd make music videos with my siblings, I'd make videos with Legos, and I always loved that, and just the process of creating something fun that you could watch over and over again. For me, it was magic.
And they don't need to know about you, about me, about us. About you, about me, about us. About you, about me, about us. About us. They don't need to know about you, about me, about us. They don't need to know about you.
Growing up, my dad did drywall. So I'd always go out and do drywall with my dad, like construction work. And I saw how he ran a business. I saw how he worked with other people, how he gave bids. And I think a lot of that from the business aspect also had a major contribution with what I do now, as far as we are a film production company, we're a business. So it's always kind of working out deals and working with people. And I got a lot of that just seeing how my dad ran his drywall business. My favorite step in the process of creating videos is seeing it all to come together, because a lot of times everything will go wrong on set, but every so often the stars align perfectly, and it's usually at the end of the shoot when it's like, okay, we just got to make it work. But just seeing everyone come together and seeing so much different diversity of talent, as far as you got the stunt coordinators, you got the musicians, you got the sound effects guys, everyone coming together that's really passionate about their jobs and making something that we're all really proud of. As far as my biggest influences on my life personally, I would say my parents, without question, as far as they're the ones that raised me. Religion, church, that's been a major influence on the kind of content that I create, as far as I want to be inspiring, even though it's within the action sport stuff. I'd say that still had a major impact on that. Other major influences is I actually served a mission for my church in Jamaica for 2 years. And that was a huge inspiration, as far as I was working with people that had hardly anything, but the people that succeeded were the people that just kind of set their minds and said, I'm going to make it work. So even for me, I kind of took that ideology, and when I decided I'm going to start creating videos, it was like I saw these people make stuff happen when they had nothing. I can make something happen too. So it's just, I learned that I could believe in myself through that process. So Megan, my wife, she's played a massive role in my life. She's like the #1 supporter next to my mom. So Megan's the #1. I mean, she's my wife. And she's just been so supportive and believing in me. And even though she's not a filmmaker, she's willing to like wake up super early and get the shots with me or help me out and be supportive with that. And she's just like the #1 person that believes in me. So when I'm feeling down with something that we put out, she's always there to kind of build me up and remind me of my potential and what I'm capable of doing. So my wife has played a massive role in my success and my confidence, for that matter.
When I go with Devin, I'm shooting behind the scenes or acting as the model.
Or relaxing on the beach.
This doesn't happen very often. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I definitely miss him when he's gone. I was worried when I got married about being around someone all the time, but now I love it, and so it's hard when he leaves, but we deal with it, and overall it's worth it, and I wouldn't trade it for anything.
and I think you've got to give Devin and Michael Graham a round of applause. Now, that was a feat only accomplished by a few individuals. And I think, personally, I want to thank him for giving us that. That is about a 10-foot pole.
So I'm from Portland, Oregon. Got a mom, got a dad, 2 brothers and a sister, and I've always been into movies, loved movie making, and I've always been into the outdoors, so that's a big part of, I feel, what you see in our videos and the content that we create. It's just kind of my upbringing with my family. I'd always go hiking with my dad, camping with my dad, Eagle Scout. But I've always loved the outdoors, so I feel with a lot of the stuff we capture, they're out in the great outdoors, and I love being a part of that.
'Cause I don't wanna be without you. I don't wanna be
I would say I'm doing the exact same thing today as I did growing up. The only difference is I can get paid now doing it. But I've always done or made movies since I can remember, and I'll never retire. I'll do it till the day I die.
Okay, what was your single largest screw up? Explain.
My single largest screw up was working with Mark on this project. Biggest regret. No, biggest screw up, I honestly don't know if I have like a biggest screw up. I have a lot of screw ups. There's been a lot of projects that I funded for like emptying out my bank account to fund them, and they've ended up bombing.